any other thing, but this is a very, very deep personal loss. So he could not have left his, sister in distress. So he conveyed his inability, but he'll be taking a lecture, next week, and he's the best to talk about spirituality, and he's done several papers and all that. So we then do a one-to-one meeting or something with your kind self.
Lovely. Thank you for that. And please do pass on our condolences to your dean. Very difficult time. And of course, we understand. So that's absolutely fine, of course. Was this to do with the ongoing pandemic, or was it other?
He sounded so he called me early morning, and he sounded so distressed because that was his only sister's husband, and he was only 55. And 55 is young for, it's no age to die. So he sounded so distressed that I just did not have the heart to ask him what happened. I just let that be. Maybe in a better time, I'll ask him. But at that time, he was so distressed, and he was calling just to convey that he'll not be able to join. And I felt that, he's remembering us when he's supposed to go for that cremation. So I just let that be. And I just said that we are all there in spirit with him.
Well, I'm sure with your guidance, we'll have a fantastic start to our session today, and it'll be brilliant to share our shared ambition between Amity and the University of Winchester. And
ultimately, where their students will be coming in, so we have very ambitious programs from our side, and that's what I told Dr. Simon, that we'll give you a wow experience, because we have a lot of culture to show you. So we'll take you to Jaipur, to Agra, to the Taj Mahal, we have lots of these Indian culture, etc., that we can showcase: yoga, meditation, dances, so singing, classical, like your culture, which is so ancient. My favorite is seeing a lot of history. And I've seen so much of history, and I travel a lot because I head the international cell. I live in about London for about a month every year. So, so I sometimes people laugh that I know London better than I probably do Delhi. But I love the UK culture, and I sent my son to study there because I deeply appreciate the very soft, very polite culture that you have. It's something that one must learn. So I'm sure the students here will learn a lot from all of you. We will share our richness with you, and we will imbibe that beautiful, soft, polite culture from you.
Thank you. And I'm sure we'll learn a lot from yourselves as well. So thank you for that.
So we appreciate your value for time, and that way it's 5:30, and I think we will start, sir, with your kind permission, sir.
Of course. Thank you.
Right. Over to the compares to please take over.
As Amal Clooney said, and I quote, "Cross-cultural learning and studying abroad can be transformative." Greeting of the day and namaste. I, Riya Sabarwal, along with my fellow host Sahil Arora, follow you all to the opening ceremony of the Virtual Study Exchange program between the University of Winchester and Amity Business School, Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, on the theme Sustainability and Technology. This program is about imparting the knowledge and importance of sustainability, technology, and different cultures in the youth of the United Kingdom and India. It aims to promote international education along with cultural exchange to develop mutual understanding between the two nations. It is a platform that not only builds students' ability for decision making and independent thinking skills, last but not the least, it even enhances their understanding and acceptance of different cultures and perspectives with an open mind.
Amity Business School, an institution where modern education blends with tradition, focuses on providing world class education in all the disciplines of modern times and in the futuristic and emerging frontier areas of knowledge, learning, and research. It is well renowned for enhancing the overall personality of students by making them not only excellent professionals but also good individuals with understanding and regard for human values and take pride in their heritage and culture. Amity Business School imparts a holistic developed environment that breeds future leaders who are not only thorough professionals but also good human beings with values and sanskars. That means sacraments in Sanskrit.
The prestigious University of Winchester is a thriving university with a deep commitment to teaching and research excellence. Established in 1840 by the Church of England, the university's actions are underpinned by an unrelenting commitment to its values. The University of Winchester is a community committed to making a significant difference along with being passionate about seeing individuals and communities flourish.
Before we commence with the opening ceremony, let us invoke the blessings of the Almighty by the lighting of the lamp and the Saraswati Vandana, sung beautifully by a student of the Cultural Committee of Amity Business School.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रामृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतं शङ्करं प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा
The sparkle of the lamp goes up, and blessings from the heaven are showered on us. Thank you to the cultural team for spreading the light of blessings. It was indeed a beautiful gesture. On this note, Amity Business School would like to cherish your presence to the event. Now, I would like to pass the baton to Anupama ma'am.
I introduce to you Dean of Faculty of Management Studies and Director of Amity Business School, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Bansal, in absentia due to the demise of his close family member. He is an admired academic with a PhD and DLit degree. Under his leadership, Amity Business School has scaled heights and has been ranked in the top 10 business schools of India for 6 continuous years. In an acclaimed career span of about 31 years in teaching, research, and consultancy, he has been invited to be a part of several prestigious academic and professional bodies, and his advisory capacity has steered them to success. He is an avid researcher and has more than 200 research papers in prestigious journals to his credit. He has authored 39 books which have been exceptionally well received. He has been awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award by GBIT. He has also won Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Lifetime Achievement National Award and Rashtra Ratan National Award. To convey his welcome message, I request Dr. Jaya Yadav to do the honors, please.
Greetings from Amity Business School. I'm very pained to mention out here that respected Dean has just given us a message that he really deeply wanted to be part of this whole inaugural program. And in fact, he had all the plans, and unfortunately this mishappening took place, and he's lost his brother-in-law. So and today was the most difficult day of the cremation. So he's conveyed his best wishes to all of us, and we really heartily welcome you to the portals of Amity Business School. And he has promised us that the next week he will be there with us, all of us, and then with you all, connecting with you all, and looking forward for meeting all of you. So thank you so much, and very hearty welcome to Amity Business School once again, to every esteemed guest of the whole audience out here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on, we would like to introduce the Dean of University of Winchester. Professor Dr. Martin Broad is the Dean of Faculty of Business, Law and Digital Technologies. Sir is a Chartered Management Accountant with a PhD in Management Accounting from the University of Bath. Sir is also involved with the Chartered Association of Business School, being a former chair of the International Committee and also vice chair of Council of the Chartered Association of Business School. With more than 30 years of experience, Sir holds research interest in higher education, governance, and management accounting. Sir, I would now like to invite you to share your wisdom with the students.
Thank you very much, and a very warm welcome and namaste to everybody that is there and joining us for this inaugural session of our event, our joint venture between Amity Business School and the University of Winchester. I will spend a little bit more time during the course of this opening presentation to talk a little bit more again about the university and give my further blessings to our event. But for the moment, I wish us all to have a fantastic opening session, and I will speak with you all later when I present on behalf of the University of Winchester. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, we would like to introduce the Program Director of University of Winchester to brief us about the Virtual Exchange Program. Dr. Simon Smith is Senior Lecturer in Leadership and Management. Sir is the head of the Horse Center for Responsible Management, University of Winchester. He possesses a broad range of international experiences across different continents. Sir worked in retail for 14 years within various organizations and roles, as well as attained experiences in logistics, secondary education, and the music industry. He was also an associate editor for the International Journal of Organizational Analysis. Sir, I would now like to invite you to brief us about the Virtual Exchange Program.
Good afternoon from the University of Winchester in the UK. Thank you so much for the really warm welcomes, and it's good to see so many of you again. Well, talk to you so many again, and I'm really proud to see lots of staff members and students involved in this opening as well, from both sides, from both universities. So it's a really wonderful start to the programme overall, which makes me very proud inside for everything that we're doing. I'm just trying to scramble to get my sheets ready on the other screen. So in terms of the programme, there's kind of two elements to it. There's this one half element. Well, of course, there's the big comparisons between UK culture and Indian culture, and I am so looking forward personally to learning so much about Indian culture, because I've still yet to go to India. This was a big part of the original dream of bringing the students over, is that I would get to integrate an Indian culture and the students would share the same at the same time. So that's the big part. And then there's a split between two aspects, and one is the sort of the world dilemma, the world problem on top of all the other world problems at the moment in terms of those sustainable development goals. And we really want to put a focus on sort of sharing ideas for things that we're doing in practice at the moment from both countries in terms of enabling the sort of the up and coming business experts in society or anybody else that might be involved in this program to get out there and solve these world problems, on top of inspiring those like myself to keep pushing forward with the agenda as well. And I'm really hoping to be personally inspired, and that other staff will be inspired and the students will be inspired to really work forward on delivering on these particular aspects and agendas. And then the other half, perhaps the more light-hearted half, is that when we compare these cultures, I really want to draw out differences that are of interest, differences that might be quite funny. So I've got some of my own sessions that are delivered towards kind of making a little bit of fun about UK culture. And I would love to see how similar or different that might be when compared with people in India and other business aspects, working, university, education. And I've got lots of my own students and graduates that are going to get involved in this program and do lots of sessions on behalf of myself. And then, of course, we've got lots of professional people delivering lots of key lectures across the board from both sides, and those are going to be very exciting to engage with. And yes, and I think that's perhaps enough sort of enticing in terms of the program, and I hope that kind of brings to life a little bit of what's going on. And it's going to be a very exciting time, so thank you very much for letting me speak.
Thank you, sir. Now, we would like to invite the Program Director of Amity Business School to brief us about the Virtual Exchange Program. Dr. Anupama Rajesh is a professor and the head of the Internationalization Cell of Amity Business School. She has been trained for case writing at INSEAD Paris. Ma'am has 22 years of teaching experience, including training of Italian and French delegates and students. Ma'am has written more than 90 research papers and case studies for prestigious international journals. She has 8 books and several book chapters to her credit. She is an avid trainer and has trained employees of Union Bank of India, Tata Motors, and other multinational companies. Ma'am, I would now like to invite you to brief us about the Virtual Exchange Program.
Thank you, Ria. That was very kind of you to say. And as our Dean says, may God make me worthy of your kind words. I would like to start with a verse in Sanskrit, which despite being so ancient, is so relevant both for the current world situation as well as the student exchange program. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. It means, may all be happy. May all be free from illness. May all see what is auspicious. May no one suffer. Om, peace, peace, peace. This unique virtual study exchange program between the prestigious University of Winchester and Amity Business School will provide us all an opportunity to know about each other's culture and bring out our convergence despite various diversities. This exchange program will provide students with international learning opportunities and infuse educational experience with a global foundation. The students will be imparted knowledge from renowned experts in diverse fields. This program will be about how sustainable development should be the cornerstone of environment and society. Additionally, how economic and financial growth should be interrelated with sustainability, etc. There will also be an emphasis on spiritual and emotional well-being with the help of meditation and yoga sessions. We aim to provide very interactive sessions full of knowledge and look forward to some delightful deliberations. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, we would like to introduce the academicians of University of Winchester who will be imparting their expertise and knowledge through this program. Dr. Karen Cripps holds a BA Honours and MSc in Tourism and Environmental Management. She holds a PhD in Sustainable Supply Chain Management in UK Tour Operations. Ma'am has undertaken various consultancy projects in tourism sustainability management and has a strong industry-based focus in her research activities.
Dr. Duncan Connors.
Dr. Karen is here with us. Dr. Karen, welcome. Welcome from Amity University. Please carry on.
Hello, thank you very much for inviting me to talk. It's been wonderful to listen to your introductions, and I'm looking forward more than ever to taking part in the wonderful programs that you've just outlined. The aspect that I'll be taking part within this program myself is in terms of our sustainability in business module, where it's perfect timing. It's a brand new revalidated program, and it's all around the sustainable development goals, and so the opportunity for our students to discuss what's the UK progress towards achieving sustainability and what's the role of governments and wider civil society to help businesses and to support businesses towards achieving global progress towards equality for all, and to gain the insights of Indian businesses, Indian students, and the exchange of views and hopefully lots of lively debates about the role that business can play and how it's affected by different cultural attitudes. So thank you very much for offering this opportunity.
It is our pleasure, Dr. Karen. Sahil, after you introduce Dr. Duncan, I'm not very sure he's here or not. So we could ask Dr. Simon if he's here, otherwise you can continue.
Certainly, ma'am.
Right.
Dr. Duncan Connors is a business, financial, and economic historian with a background in finance. Sir is a senior lecturer in responsible management and leadership and is currently DBA program leader at University of Winchester. He has been an academician for more than 11 years.
Greetings, Dr.
Simon,
Duncan.
sir?
Yes, I can confirm that Duncan is not in the call at the moment. He'll be teaching in a class at the moment.
Right.
But he would have certainly expressed his thank you and welcomes, definitely.
Right. Thank you so much.
Sir.
Right, Sahil.
Now, we would like to introduce the academicians of Amity Business School who will be imparting their expertise and knowledge through this program. Dr. Jaya Yadav is a professor of organizational behavior and human resource at Amity Business School. She is also the head of PhD program along with head of Department of Human Resources. Ma'am has a vast experience of more than 20 years in academics. She has authored 2 books and has presented and published various research papers in national and international conferences and journals.
Dr. Jaya, if you could just say hello to all our students.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the portals of Amity Business School. We are really looking forward for this wonderful event, and we are very sure that this event will take a long way ahead in strengthening the relationships, and it will be wonderful session, and we welcome you all to Amity, and we're really looking forward for meeting you, and it's a great pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Dr. Jaya.
Thank you, ma'am. Our next academician is Dr. Vijay Chaturvedi, who is currently working as Professor of Human Resource and Organizational Behavior at Amity Business School. Ma'am has a working experience of 17 years in corporate and academics. She is a life member of National Human Resource Development Network, Indian Society of Training and Development, IMA, and Indian Academician and Researchers Association. Now we will request Dr. Chaturvedi if she is available.
Dr. Vijit?
Good evening, all of you, all the esteemed dignitaries here, all dear students, all senior members. Thank you, Anupma ma'am. It's going to be absolutely no words for it, but it's going to be a very, very vivid experience. And sustainability in purest sense, I think now we are going to explore. So wait for some more days, and now we are open to have absolutely enriched sessions full of everything. So congratulations and welcome all of you. And we look ahead for great sessions ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Moving on, I would like to invite Dr. Pooja Sarin, ma'am. Dr. Pooja Sarin is currently working as a professor of human resource and organizational behavior at Amity Business School. Ma'am has 2 decades of experience in corporate and academics. She is certified by IICA Ministry of Corporate Affairs as a master trainer. She has conducted trainings for leading MNCs and public sector organizations like Indian Oil, Tata Motors, and Election Commission of India. Ma'am has 50 plus research papers published in Scopus indexed national and international journals of repute. Ma'am, kindly enlighten us with your words.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to all the participants from University of Winchester to India. A heartiest welcome to all of you. And I'm sure under the guidance, under the leadership of the academicians from Amity Business School, Dr. Anupma R, and the team from University of Winchester, the program has already started on a very promising note. And in times to come, we'll see how the program is successful, and we are sure that it is going to take all the participants to higher levels of excellence. All the best to everybody, and once again, a very heartiest welcome to India. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Our next academician is Dr. Lakhvinder Kaur Dhillon, who is a specialized faculty of strategic financial management, accounting for managers, and international finance at Amity Business School. Dr. Dhillon is PhD, MPhil, and MBA in finance. She has also completed certificate courses on strategic management from IIT Delhi. In her career of 17 years, she has imparted training to the employees of Tata Motors, Axis Bank, and armed force officers of DGR on analysis of financial statements.
Dr. Dhillon is in a class, so we can go to the next part of the program.
We are all extremely honored to have all of you for giving us your valuable time and sharing your knowledge with us. Thank you so much to all the professors.
As the ancient cultural heritage of the United Kingdom, India also has a prosperous cultural legacy with a deep commitment to its traditions. We would like to give you a glimpse of the rich Indian culture through a traditional Indian classical dance. On the screen, you can see Natraj, who is a representation of Lord Shiva. He is worshipped as the Lord of Dance according to Hindu mythology.
शरीरं स्वरूपं यथा वा करत्रं यशश्चारुचित्रं धनं मेरुतुल्यं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन लग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं कलत्रं धनं पुत्रपौत्रादि सर्वं गृहं बान्धव सर्वमेतद्विजातं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन लग्नं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं शृङ्गार
Before we go ahead, Dr. Dhillon has just joined us, so can I request her to say a few words? Dr. Dhillon?
Yeah, hello, good evening, everyone. It's nice to have this collaboration, and thanks to Anupama ma'am for making all such efforts and all the students, and looking for a great learning and experiential session. And it's a collaboration between both the universities. That's all from my side. Thank you, everyone. All the best for the sessions.
Thank you, Dr. Dhillon. Over to you. Over to Sahil and Ria.
Thank you, ma'am.
What a graceful and energetic performance. An Indian Havan is incomplete without everybody's contribution. A program of this stature would not have been possible without contribution of the whole team. Now, our mentor, Dr. Anupama, would deliver a vote of thanks.
On behalf of all, our sincere gratitude to the Almighty God for making today's event a grand success. By His blessings and grace, we have been able to make an auspicious beginning. We extend gratitude to our Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, our Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, and our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla, for their continued support. A sincere thank you to Professor Dr. Martin Broad, Dean of University of Winchester, and Program Director Dr. Simon Smith, and to all the faculty members of University of Winchester for taking an initiative to educate the students with their expertise. I would also like to thank our most respected Dean, whose constant motivation and support is like the wind beneath our wings. We thank all the faculty of Amity Business School who will be giving their valuable time to this program. A very big thanks to our rock stars, who are my sincere, dedicated, and hard-working team of students who put in their best of their efforts, burning both midnight and midday oils, even during the examination time, to make this event a huge success. Bless you all.
Thank you all for your precious time. Hope this virtual study exchange program is an enriching experience for one and all present here. To capture the remnants of this successful opening ceremony of an international world of knowledge, I would request everyone to turn on their cameras for a group photograph.
I think we've got the photograph. Sahil, you can go ahead.
Certainly, ma'am. For the details of the upcoming sessions, your respective program directors will guide you. Please follow us on our social media handles for more updates and share your experiences by using hashtag Amity and Winchester. This is Sahil Arora and Reyas Abarwal signing off. Stay safe and take care.
And to all the attendees, the University of Winchester, thank you so much for your presence. We look forward to many, many more enriching sessions. And a special, very big thank you to the esteemed Dean of University of Winchester and all the faculty members. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the really warm welcome. I think that was a really fantastic introduction as well, so I really appreciate the time. I don't know if Martin, you want to add anything on top in terms of a University of Winchester perspective at all, just before we kind of wrap up.
Thank you, Simon. Yeah, it'd be really good. Can I give some time just to explain a little bit about our university to all the delegates that are there? We've heard a tremendous amount from your institution, and unlike Simon, I have had the pleasure of visiting New Delhi and Coimbatore and other parts of India, so I sympathise with Simon's desire to join you. But if I'm able to share my screen, I can give you a little bit of a sense about what the University of Winchester is about, and that would be fantastic for you to see some of the beautiful campus that we have here. So I will attempt to share my screen with you. Hopefully you're seeing a YouTube video, which I'll just briefly play. It's only about 1.5 minutes, but just gives a bit of a sense of our beautiful campus that we have here. Oops, I'm sorry. Just try that one again to see if I can get it to run properly for you all. So what you're seeing there is just a flavour of Winchester itself. For those of you who don't know, Winchester is one of the old medieval capitals of England. And what I want to do is just give you a bit of a sense about what it is that we have here at Winchester. We are a university for sustainability and social justice. We take that very dear to our heart, and I'm sure that all the participants that will be taking part in this exchange, this virtual exchange, will learn a lot more about this sustainability and social justice agenda we have. We are a leading university for teaching excellence. We've been shortlisted for the Times Higher Education Awards in 2017, and for 2 years running, we've been recognised the top 50 apprenticeship provider. And what that means is that we work with businesses to help their employees secure degrees through our education that we provide here at Winchester. And we are a top 100 global university for impact ratings. That was recognised in 2019. So the students that are joining us on our virtual exchange will be coming to a university that is steeped in these issues around social justice. We take this very dear to our hearts. Our passion is our students' success, to empower them to be confident and successful individuals that understand our changing world in which we now live in, and move forward in terms of some of the cultural and major agenda items that we have here at Winchester. So we want students to challenge the status quo. We want them to understand the challenges we have around a changing world in which we operate, and how we as a university, together with your students, can work forward on those values of sustainability and social justice. For those who don't know the geography of where we are located in the southern part of the UK. We are less than a 1 hour's train journey if you're able to come to us to get into London. But we do take the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals really seriously. We embed those UN SDGs into our education and into our research. And I'm sure during this event that we're having over the next few weeks, we'll see how the cultural differences and similarities come together in terms of understanding how the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals drive our passion, drive our culture, and drive the things that we do in terms of education. We are also champions of the United Nations Principles for Responsible Management Education, UN Prime. And what we do with that is ensure that we do create future business leaders who have that responsibility at their core, understanding that it's not just about profit motives, but it is about having those values which are really important, and blending those with a culture that we have between our great countries of India and the UK. So you won't be actually able to see our glorious campus, but the video that you showed and the video that I just showed you there in the bottom picture on the screen now is our new West Downs campus. This opened in September last year. Fantastic new building, fantastic new facilities. And the top pictures there juxtapose the business school, a really old listed building that we have here within the university. And these two buildings are just next door to each other. It's probably about 10 metres difference between the old business school and the brand newness of our West Downs Centre. And if you were able to join us here in the UK, it'd be fantastic to show you the old buildings, the old culture, our cathedral city that we have here, and just the very different look and feel of the culture we have here. As we've heard earlier, having spent some time in London and having spent some time in India myself, the very difference in terms of the buildings, the temperatures, absolutely, but the culture and the awareness are phenomenal. So I leave this picture with you as a glowing blessing from ourselves to yourselves, as a fantastic few weeks that we have as we join together our great institutions and hopefully have a fantastic, successful event over the next few weeks, joined by the students that you have and our staff and students as well. So thank you very much indeed, and blessings to you all.
Thank you so much. That was so fantastic. I can already see the radiance on the faces of the students. They are already, I think, in their minds already there. And we really, I think we have a lot to learn from each other. And I really look forward to the deliberations that we will have. So thank you so much. And thank you for gracing the occasion with your presence. I know you must be in a very busy schedule, but to take time out to talk to us and same for all the academics, plus, of course, Dr. Simon. And of course, I really, really wish we could have been joined with our dean, but we are just starting on this thing. And Dr. Simon, as they say that God willing, travel restrictions will go away. When they say that if you wish for something deeply, the entire world gets together to get that done. So I'm sure the travel restrictions will go away, and we'll see Professor Broad and all other academics here very much. And we'll do this, and we'll do away with these laptops, and we'll meet person to person, which is what we are looking forward to.
I think absolutely, Anupama. I think that'd be fantastic. I was absolutely, devastated that I could not come over and bring the students who had signed up to the programme as well. And some are on the call now that were signed up originally to come over to India. But my fingers are really are crossed for. I'm kind of looking at perhaps the summer of 2022 as a realistic sort of situation where hopefully everything will be considerably better in terms of travel and heavily reduced risk and everything else. But as Martin's highlighted, and you've highlighted so well with yourself, your colleagues and your students, is that there's so much steeped history cultural differences, there's so much to learn from each other, and there's so much to be excited about that it would be, yeah, it'd be devastating if we couldn't do it in the future. I'd be really mortified if we couldn't do that. So I'm really looking forward to a time when we're back on track as a world and we're able to do these things together. And of course, I'm trying not to speak selfishly because I really want to go, but for the students as well to gain those really invaluable experiences for themselves and their careers going forward. Because I've been lucky to be to quite a few places in Asia in particular, is that I've learned so much from these different cultures that have changed the way I think and feel about doing business. I know it would have the same impact on students as well. And hopefully this will be a very successful two-way relationship. Absolutely. As well. So, I mean, I'm speaking on behalf of Winchester, but I'm hoping exactly the same happens for Amity University as well.
Absolutely. I'm looking at, in any way in our culture, we say that nothing ever dies. It just keeps changing its form. So we are in the beginning of this, and it's just going to become better and better. And I don't know if I'm saying this well, but I think there's this word in French which says "au revoir," which means that we'll never say goodbye. We'll just say until we meet again. So we are looking forward. Our students are looking forward to meeting, to gaining from lectures, from your kind self, from our respected Professor Broad, and all other academics from University of Winchester. I think at this point, we will take your permission to say, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but au revoir, which is until we meet again.
Au revoir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
for
you
being here. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything. Thank you to all the students and staff that joined in as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
We'll see you all soon.
Absolutely. Students, just hang on for that group photo. I don't think we could do it. And any other administrative issues that we may have in terms of taking attendance or whatever. I thank all the academics that had joined us from Amity Business School, Dr. Vijit, Dr. Jaya, I think they are with us. Dr. Pooja, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ji.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye. Bye, Dr. Vijit.
Thank you.
Bye, Dr. Pooja. Somebody take those photos that you have to. I request everybody to open their cameras, otherwise we'll not get those photos. With the same background. Can we get lots of them? Are you getting lots of them? I'm not taking photos. Somebody else is taking the photo.
Ma'am, I can see 8 on the screen.
Ma'am, only 8 or 9 students are visible.
No,
Yes, ma'am. It is
go
visible.
to large gallery mode. You will be able to
At
see
least
many
25 people are visible.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I can see 25.
Large gallery, we are getting everybody.
Yes,
Guys,
ma'am. Now you are visible.
It's fantastic. Take that large gallery. Are we getting everybody?
Ma'am, in the large gallery, we have a lot of people.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I have taken the screenshot, ma'am.
Are we done?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else, or shall we say bye to each other?
Were we okay, ma'am?
I just want to say, I just wanted to do away with the administrative. Guys, you rocked. Can you see the difference between them and us? I mean, we are, and you should always never say कि यार वो तो ऐसे थे तो हम क्यों कम इतना हमने मेहनत करी. नहीं, आपने example set किया कि आप कितने बढ़िया हो. और वो लोग इतने शोरशा नहीं करते, पर उनका कंटेंट बहुत अच्छा होगा। उनका कंटेंट सच बताऊं हमसे बहुत अच्छा होगा। तो आप लोग क्लासेस जरूर अटेंड करना। साइमन ने ऑलरेडी वो वीडियो शेयर कर दिया है, आप लोग उसको व्यूज बढ़ा दो, क्योंकि वो सब वो होगा, पर वो बाद में बात करेंगे। अब ये बताओ एग्जाम कब है?
मैम कल है।
मैम उनमें से एक दो अभी भी है यहाँ पे। आई कैन
मैम लखविंदर मैम
कोई बात नहीं। आप लोग का एग्जाम कब है बेटा?
Anupma ma'am.
हाँ जी।
Anupma ma'am, great show. You and your team have rocked very well coordinated.
अरे थैंक यू सो मच यार, सब एबीएस का मोटिवेशन रहती है।
नहीं, absolutely the team is also very rocking. All the best to all of you.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am, can we take your leave now?
हाँ प्लीज डॉक्टर पूजा, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much. Okay,
I'm
bye.
just
All the
solving a
best.
few administrative issues because वो reporting करनी होगी ना, बस I'm just solving that.
Right, ma'am. Okay. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you for your presence. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
मैम रिकॉर्डिंग बंद कर दो पहले, ये सेव होगी तो उनको भी जाएगी।
अच्छा, तो वो तो ट्रिम भी